Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Conqueror Gun Carriage, the Tier 10 British SPG. It's located on the northwest corner of Mines, and it's under the command of Offrezwolf of GTANK. Now, the reason there is no sound is if I try to get the sound to work, I'm afraid that the program will crash. And that's mainly down to the fact that there's one particular tank in the game which there's rather a lot of. It's the DBV-152, which had just come on offer, and that's why there's so many of them. That was just a direct hit he fired at the retreating Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, but in actual fact he just caught a DBV-152 who happened to be in that position. We can't see many of them at the moment. There's certainly quite a few on our team, but they are there. It's just they're not spotted yet. Okay, so we're anticipating we're going to be seeing a lot of the same tank appearing out of nowhere. He fires a round in. Nope, didn't. He looked away after he shot that, and we always say, don't do that because you ruin the game for other people. They can't see what you hit. The Conqueror Gun Carriage is a fake tank based on the Conqueror tank. I'm afraid it never actually existed, but the howitzer is a 9.2 inch, and that's 233.7 millimeters. There is an enemy tank at the back of the map, and it's an Object 261. It's the only Arty on the enemy team, and he's repositioning because he knows he just got spotted. And he's trying to protect himself, but these shells, they come down from directly from above, and he's about to find that out. And yes, he just got blown to smithereens with that round because it penetrated and killed him. These 233mm shells capable of 1000 alpha, 59mm a pin, 11.6 meters on the burst radius, and between 13.5 and 33 seconds of stun. You can see that one of the enemy tanks, the T110E3, has made its way around the hill and is now coming at us from a different angle. But we're going to fire a round in, and yes, only 77 hit points of damage. Looks to me like that must have hit the lower plate or upper plate, and that's why it didn't do much. But he is kind of stunned at the moment. You can see our DBV directly above him trying to get shots on him. In the meantime, we can see trees have been knocked down on that position, so it might be there's a DBV there. Okay, we're going for the E3 again. Just letting it dial in. Rounds out. A little better this time, 379, but we did get the stun assist off that one as well. Now we've just got our communications expert working. The standard reload is 44.10 seconds, but it's now gone down to 35.34. It was about 37 seconds a short while ago, but as soon as that 2.5% clicked in, it went down to 35. So you can just see how effective having that extra 2.5% can be. In the moment, no enemy tanks in sight. Could you believe that? There's still 11 enemy tanks out there. Oh, and one suddenly popped up in the castle. The Rheinmetall Panzerwagen we saw earlier in the game, and now a T100 LT has popped up as well. Okay, so they're anticipating there is an enemy tank over here, because normally somebody would go spotting in that particular position. The Rheinmetall Panzerwagen didn't last very long because our T100 LT spotted him and finished him off. Oh, there was an enemy DBV-152 there, and he just got hit. Meanwhile, we've got enemy tanks on the middle island, and they're knocking down the trees. But in doing so, they're actually revealing where they are. Now, it's not easy to get a shell down there, mainly down to the fact that that tower, in fact, there's 2 towers there. I think we'd need the Lion to move a bit further forward. And now we've got a shot. He's moved forward. He's taking shots at our Badger. And we've tried to slow him down, but we did get some damage, but the Lion managed to kill the Badger. Unfortunately for the Lion, though, he was set alight. And in fact, he's gone down. So a DBV-152 on our team killed their Lion. But a DBV-152 on the enemy team has just killed one of ours. So it's 8-all at the moment. Well, that's an enemy one gone down. In fact, at the moment, the amazing fact is there is nothing but DBV-152s left on the enemy team. So that's all they've got left. And now we're 2 ahead of the enemy. And 3 ahead of the enemy now. They've only got 4 DBVs remaining. You're going to be seeing some pretty unusual battles over the next few weeks. Because, of course, everyone was making their new tanks. The tanks that were on offer. And so there were quite a few games where there was more than one type of tank in the game. Okay, we've got a Centurion Action 10 approaching that DBV. Who's behind that rock. He could be looking through the bush at the moment. But we're holding back from shooting. Just for now. Centurion is very close. Trying to get over by the rocks and approach that way, using the wreck for cover. There's also the bushes. With only 4 enemy tanks remaining, they can't be everywhere, but there's just one on the South Island, one near their cap area, and of course one that was spotted over on the east side of the map and hasn't been refound. Centurion comes in, pushes the wreck for cover. Okay, so we're aiming on the area where we expect the enemy to be at the moment. If he puts a round in there, and it is there. He's just got a blind hit. So we definitely know there's somebody on that position. And that's logical because obviously that guy would be trying to hold off enemy tanks that are making their way towards the cap area. It would also be logical for the DBV on the South Island to be retaining this position. And he could very well be in that bush. Now, he's getting a request for a shot on that one. Letting it settle. Mark the target. Rounds out. These shells do go very high. The Conqueror Gun Carriage has an extremely high trajectory. Which is why, in most games, they come down almost like a shell fired from the gods. That's why they call it the orbital laser cannon. It's coming from orbit. Now, that's interesting. They've killed the DBV-152 on the east side of the map, but we've just lost the Centurion Action 10, which means the DBV over this side of the map on the South Island is still there. Because the only way he would have got a shot on him was from this area here and probably from this direct spot. So there's only 2 remaining. One is the one near the cap area that we blind hit, and the other one, obviously, the one on the South Island. Our T100 LT's about to find out if that guy's still there. Well, we've got another one. They just lost another DBV, which means there's only one remaining. And it looks like it's the guy on the South Island. Now, he might have already gone on to the Middle Island trying to get north. We can't be certain. If he does suddenly, if we get a sixth sense go off, we know he's only a few yards away from us, but he would have to go through the cap area to get to us. And I think there is fire being exchanged. Ah! He's just got a blind kill on the last one. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first ace tanker for Offrezwolf of GTANK in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. You can tell it's his first one because he's got the scrolls underneath, and you'll only see that on the first occasion. So congratulations for breaking your duck. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8. And his win rate for that game was 3,932, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see he did get the highest damage on his team, but he didn't get the highest damage in the game. The DBV-152 on the enemy team managed to get a high caliber for 5,834 hit points of damage. Second highest damage was Offrezwolf, who managed 3,406. And the third highest was another DBV-152 with 3,306 hit points. That same player also managed to get 4 kills, and that put him top of the kills table. 3 kills went to another DBV-152 and a T100 LT. And we can see Offrezwolf got 2 kills, and so did one of the DBVs on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, he's top on that one as well. So he got the top on one of the columns, second on the number of kills, and third on the third on the number of kills. Sorry, second on the hit points. The highest was 935 to Offrezwolf, 929 went to the T100 LT, and 920 went to the DBV-152. He fired only 11 rounds in the game, but he got 6 direct hits and 0 penetrations, 11 splashes, 3,406 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and he got 2,753 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made a profit of 43,969 credits, and he got 7 bonds for this being tier 10, and of course 4,280 experience points, including a mission completion of 2,806. And of course, the last tank he killed, which was a DBV-152, was a blind kill. He did get a few blind hits on the enemy as well, but of course it was a blind kill on that last one to finish him off. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.